This is one of my most highly requested videos. How do you pass GCSE math? If you're doing foundation, this is for you, or just if you're aiming for a 4 or a 5. If you've never seen my face before, my name's Tilly. I've got 8 9s and 2 8s of GCSE, and I make GCSE study tip videos every single day because I want to help you pass all of your exams. Exams are fast approaching, so be sure to follow me so you don't miss out on my top study tips. So if you're struggling to pass maths, what should you do? Firstly, I want you to understand that passing maths is a difficult thing, especially if you don't like the subject. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Some people do struggle with maths a lot more than other people. And in foundation maths, you need such a high percentage to actually pass. So the reason that maths infuriates so many people is that they don't particularly understand why they're doing what they're doing. So let's say we're trying to rearrange an equation to make x the subject. So we have y equals 3x. Your teacher will have shown you a step-by-step to do this. They will have said like, oh, divide this, move this. Some people say move to the right-hand side, move to the left-hand side. Some people say divide through, some people say times. It's all very confusing. If fundamentally you just need to know that you need to get that x on its own, how can you move this number in front of it? If you understand why you're doing that, it becomes a lot easier to remember. So I'm going to take a step back and say you want to make x a subject of this equation, right? Y equals 3x. It's just an example. Y equals 3x, y this term equals 3 times another number, okay? So if we want to find that other number, we know that y is 3 times another number, right? When you times a number by 3, how do you get it back to its original number? You divide it by 3. So that's all we're going to do to rearrange this equation. We're just going to divide both sides by 3. And you should write it line by line. So you do divide by 3, and then we have y over 3 equals x. And that is the rearranged equation. Do you see why understanding why you are doing things makes it so much easier? Because you can conceptually understand why you are doing what you are doing. And that's important for more difficult, like rearranging equations, when you have, maybe a +3 or a +4, or you have multiple things that are squared maybe. And as you saw from that example, that relied on your knowledge that multiplication is the inverse of division. So the second tip, you need to have this foundation of knowledge to build upon. Because for example, if you didn't know that, there was no way you will be able to understand why you're rearranging an equation. You might have remembered some formula your teacher told you, but that's not going to help you in the exam if a complicated example comes up. If you find yourself not understanding topics, go back to the very first topic you misunderstood and work on that first. And then hopefully everything will start falling into place. And then finally, the importance of doing practice paper questions and doing practice papers themselves under timed conditions. Time conditions is so important because you get used to doing questions in a timely manner, sticking to a 1 minute a mark rule, so you don't run out of time at the end of the paper. And also, if you force yourself to do it in time conditions, you can't just sit there and struggle on a question for 20 minutes. You're forced to move on and then come back to it, and getting used to doing that is incredibly important. So if you haven't saved this video yet, what are you doing? Comment if you have any questions, and follow for more daily GCSE tips.